This is Stooge Club! It's another video game, toy and comic book pickup episode. I am the Stooge. You're on Stooge Club. Geeks, nerds, sweaties that still live at home in their mum's basements, welcome! Let's kick it off. So, I got a couple of old toys. I collect Masters of the Universe. There was a side series called She-Ra, Princess of Power, that was aimed at little girls. Every now and then I pick up a couple of the toys from that line as well if they're cheap enough and add them to my Masters of the Universe toys. These two generally, even in this condition, you're looking at about $30, $40 toys each. I paid $12.50 for both, so I'm very happy with that. And we got Queen Bee and Double Mischief from the Princess of Power line. Queen Bee's missing her wings. I think Double Mischief had something as well, a staff or something. But look, all in all, their condition's pretty good. Her little headpieces there and her little skirts there. She's got a little skirt. That's going to go nicely into my Masters of the Universe collection. Let's do some Marvel Legends. So there was a buy one toy, get the other toy 40% off. So I was like, yes, because there are two toys in the current Avengers Infinity War Marvel Legends line I wanted. So that worked out real well for me. There is one other, the Thanos, but I'm never going to find that in Australia. I'm probably going to have to end up paying way more than it's worth for it. But here we go. We have Taskmaster, an excellent comic book character that his ability is that he can copy anything he's seen. So you see he's got Captain America's shield there. He's got a sword because he's seen Swordmaster. He's basically a Batman-esque character as a villain. He trains the hordes for the different villain organizations like AIM and all the rest of it. That's where you go buy a goon from the Taskmaster. He's a very cool character. The detailing on this toy is amazing as well. Next up, Songbird. Member of the Thunderbolts, used to be one of the Masters of Evil, one of the worst villains of all times, is going to one day be one of the greatest Avengers of all times. And Melissa's been through a lot in her life, but her character development is absolutely fantastic. And the toy, I think, does her justice with some great design, some great paintwork. Now allow me to apologize, I got a touch of the flu, so if my voice is a little bit weird, that's why. On my Dinobot hunt, because I'm still missing two, I still need Slug and Slag, the Stegosaurus and the Brontosaurus. And then I've got the complete Dinobots, but they just haven't appeared yet in Australia. They will eventually, I will get them. While I was around, I found some clearance toys, and I'm like, I will consider most clearance toys, and these I will take without even thinking twice. So this was the, I'll just grab that because it's $5. The other two were like, I'm taking them, but... So, this was already on clearance for $10, then put on clearance for $5. Believe it or not, these were $15 when they came out. It's Shredder and a little vehicle, and you stick him in there and he drives around in it. It's a weird little toy, but for $5, it's so cute. It's Shredder. Also for $5, this was a Score. So this had been reduced from, it was already on clearance, and then they put it on further clearance. So it was on clearance for $15, and then on further clearance for $5. I think it started off at like $25. So it's the MMX Cycle Ninja Turtles vehicle. I've got a few turtles from this line, so I will be able to put someone on there. Boxed and complete. Box is in perfect condition. $5. And finally, another $5. And this one started, I think, at like 30. So that's pretty crazy. It was already on clearance for 20, and then they put it on clearance for 5. I took it at that. This is the Ninja Turtles Mutations Michelangelo with Stealth Battle Shell. Mix and match battle shells. It comes with like snap-on armor and stuff. It's just a cool looking figure, actually. If they had the rest of them, I would have grabbed them too, but I only had this one, $5, I will take him. And the last toy for right now. I have some stuff coming in on order, which is so cool, but we'll get to that when it arrives. There was a 20% off at Toys R Us. Toys R Us Australia isn't closing down yet. Looks like they might, but they haven't started yet. But they did have a 20% off sale last weekend, and I took advantage of it and got the new Power of the Primes Hot Rod, or as they call him now, Rodimus Prime, because they lost the trademark to the name Hot Rod. Just like they lost the trademark to Soundwave for a little while, and then got it back a few years later. That's why he became Sound Blaster. Very cool looking G1 Hot Rod. His robot mode looks okay. Like it looks pretty good. It's not too bad, but I think his vehicle mode with the Prime backpack when he becomes a Prime from the movie, it looks fantastic. So that's probably what I'm going to keep him in when I put him on the shelf. A couple of video games, only two PS4 games. I ended up selling some stuff. Well, actually my parents ended up selling a couple of my old, I had a gas-powered and electric scooter from years and years and years ago. They sold those. I got some money out of it. I bought some games. I told them to keep the money, but they insisted on giving it to me. So I got Hyperdimension Neptunia 4 Goddesses Online. Great game. This plays like single player MMO hack and slash. It's pretty damn good. This I've already put a good 4 or 5 hours into, and I only picked them up yesterday. Or the day before, was it the day before? No, it was a few days ago actually. I've been sick. But yeah, I've already put like 5 hours into this. I love anything that says NIS on it, I tend to pick up. So God Wars Future Past. This is also available on the Vita. This is a tactics game. I know it really doesn't show anything on the back, but it's a Final Fantasy Tactics, Fire Emblem style game. No permanent death, which is pretty cool. And some great abilities to mix and match between the characters. And finally, 3 more trades. This is what happens. I go into Phantom Zone to help out. I end up buying stuff. So I end up paying to go work. Doesn't make sense, does it? Alright, anyway. This is a series I haven't read since it first came out. I had all the individual issues, including the multiple covers of number 3, which were rare and hard to find, or whatever it was back in the day, but I just like the artwork on it. This was Divine Right. Now being published under DC, but this was an Image book. This is how absolute power corrupts absolutely. It is a great crossover book with a lot of the original Image universe. And 2 others, I couldn't say no to it. This was one of my favorite series. I know there's a good chance these books probably won't be good. There's a very good chance. But I'm going to love every word, regardless. We have Die Hard Year 1. It's John McClane's adventures as a beat cop. Die Hard Year 2. His first year as a detective. How do you say no to Die Hard? How, I tell you! Anyway, let's line all this stuff up so you can have a good look at it, and then we'll say goodbye. So there it is, the haul from this episode. Those two, that one, those 3, and those 3. How did I do? Let me know in the comments below. Sweaties, geeks, gamers, nerds, until next time, don't forget, this is Stooge Club, and we're taking over everything! Everything!